The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, everybody. 1045 is the episode number. That means you've been with us for a long time, folks. I'm your host, Slade Ham. Hey, hi, how are you? Joined by a cast of ne'er-do-wells. I like to put apostrophes in my descriptors. Jerry Wayne Longmire across from me. My compatriot, my compadre, my friend. We got a lot of shit going on next year. As we wrap up this year. You're across from me, Sam Damaris, to my right, at Sam Damaris or Tyrannosaurus Black on Instagram.
10:45 is when I show up, and you told me the show starts at 9:30.
That's how it works. And our guest on this episode, so happy to have him here for the first episode of December, Doug Dalton, Houston comic, friend, also ne'er-do-well. You've never been on Is This Thing On?
Yeah, I thought we had him. I was really surprised to learn that, man.
I've been waiting.
Been a shoe-in.
I've been waiting for years.
Well, I regret it. We've only been doing it for a year.
Well,
so it's I like how you got in front of it.
You're up from the farm team, bro.
We've decided we did a game show called Is This Thing On the Whiskey Brothers Network in April or so of last year. Was the second season this year, and then last year we did. So it's been a lot of fun bringing a lot of Houston comics, and we generated a lot of games playing it. And I thought, what a fun thing to do to spend our December, bring in a guest, let you guys saddle up. We'll play the games this month and see what happens. So,
yeah, man.
So we got everything. We got topic A's. We're going to let you guys introduce yourself. We're going to go through some stories at the end. And then we got a couple of fun games in the middle. It's going to be a good hour.
I'm ready. You
so
ready?
We'll get into it. Hilla Felice running things back of house. Thank you very much. You got a shot over there? Then we raise a glass to you. Thank you very much. The Houston comedy scene has come forward and done some amazing things in the name of the shows we're producing. So we're great.
Hilla Armadillo has been a lifesaver in many a show.
Armadillo.
Marmadilla.
Hill
He's trying to get the stick, aren't you?
It's going to work. Is it Hill Armadillo or Armahilla? We're gonna figure this out. Armahilla.
Armahilla sounds like something you order at a falafel stand. It doesn't
good.
sound good. I don't like it.
It's just a Middle Eastern hush puppy, Jerry Wayne.
That sounds hairy.
An Armahilla? It does sound bushy.
Armahilla definitely has that.
Armahilla sounds like when you need her to take somebody the fuck out.
Armahilla right now. 7 of them.
Armahilla tote Grady to the car.
Armahilla by morning.
Armahilla. Damn it. I figured I could get in on the George Strait, but
Corpus Christi showed up late.
Hold on!
Sounds like you just handed a lesbian a gun. All right, here we go. Topic A. Here we are.
That's super
Who
funny.
are we yapping about?
Elon Musk.
Of course.
I'm a fan, and I don't want to divulge that right now. He's purchased Twitter, and now he is just at it with everyone. Everyone at all. It doesn't matter how much money you've made. He is one word responding to the whole world. He's telling giants like Apple he wants to fight. He's unapologetically in favor of what he calls free speech. He's given Trump his account back. He's decided to charge people $8 for a blue check. And he's spending a lot of time on his phone for a man running that many companies. Jerry Wayne, what's you got thoughts on old
man.
Elon?
I saw, because I sound like this, I got a lot of conservative friends, and they were all sharing this meme that was like, he fired 75% of Twitter, and it works better. What if he could do that to the federal government? I was like, that's a weird stance for y'all to take, bro, because y'all were pretty heavy against downsizing and fucking outsourcing about 4 years ago.
Right.
But here's 2016, on this very day, I was trying to use gel super glue to fix my favorite pipe. And before it was all over, I ended up with super glue on my teeth, my lips, my hand, my dick, and my eye was wigging out. And that's like I just remember at some point I was standing at the toilet trying to piss, and my hand was stuck to my dick, and my eye was wigging out and going crazy. And it's very simple to understand how it happened, but I just think that's where Elon is right now. I think Elon's standing at the toilet with his hand glued to his dick and his eye wigging out and some super glue sticking his lip to his teeth, and I just hope he finds a less painful way out of it than I did.
Tell me you didn't just pull.
I went with the let her rip tater chip, bro. That's
All of that sounded like great masturbation.
That's still
Sound like a guy who's
didn't
really good
come.
at sticking his story. No, it's super glue, baby. That's why my hands here.
swear to God, super glue. Sam?
Look, man, like you said, you're a fan. Everything Elon's doing, fucking snitching on Hunter Biden, doing it all. I'm a fucking fan of it too. You know why? Do you know how much of a dick I would be if I had a shit that could take me off this planet anytime?
Bro.
It's like fucking.
No apologies.
I call every ex and send a "you up" text, and then when they hit back, be like, "Bitch, I'm on Mars." Hey, fucking, come find me, ho.
They are, Doug, what, are you a fan or you not a fan? What is your Elon?
I just think I can't wait till the end of the episode of Scooby-Doo where they take his mask off and he's a fucking robot. I think that
Built by himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's an android because everything is a little bit robotic. I think I'm not surprised by the free speech aspect of Elon, especially with Twitter, because who benefits the most from free speech than a billionaire on the spectrum? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at this point,
Can
like,
I start talking about insider trading again? Is that free speech?
that's what I'm saying. I mean, he's just opening. He doesn't know the difference between actual free speech and just facts from his business. But the good thing is, Grimes is $8 away from being a real person.
So that's where I wanted to go next. The fucking $8
Down
shit.
a dirty vaginal canal or the $8?
Why would it be both?
That's
Look,
where
they're
he's
calling
going to
it.
go later
That's just further down.
after I buy that
But
check.
so the fucking people who give me $8, like if you hover over the check, it snitches on you and goes, "This motherfucker ain't really blue. They paid $8."
Does it? Does it have
Yes,
to show?
if
Okay,
you
good.
hover over it, it
Cristiano
tells you.
Ronaldo and then Doug Dalton, you'd be able to tell.
Yes, the
Yes.
difference between the two.
Because
Ronaldo
Ronaldo's
verified
not
as well.
verified.
Yeah, one of those guys isn't funny.
Damn it! I'm hoping it's Rolandinho. What did I say the first time? I don't watch not real things.
I don't know. Whoever it is isn't funny. I was giving you props.
Good,
But so they
good.
snitch on you for paying the $8.
That's
right?
good.
No, so why would people still do it? It's like showing up at like your company Christmas party with the hottest chick on the planet, and your coworkers are like, "You're done good for yourself." She's like, "I'm a hooker." You're like, "Shut up, bitch." She starts handing out her cards to your boss and shit.
You're just like,
You didn't earn that.
It depends on what kind of company you work for. Some of the ones I work for, they'd be like, still good purchase.
By the way, I'm gonna need that raise. She is not cheap.
Yeah, it's the dude's worth so much money. Like when people say, "I can't believe he's doing this," it's like they're trying to put themselves in the mind of someone who has that much money, and we're not capable.
No, bro. You
that's-
can't fathom.
from birth.
If you do the math on what his net worth actually is, right? Whatever this close to trillion number is,
Sure.
and then you look at the $44 billion he paid for Twitter, which is like a percentage point of his net worth. And then you go, well, that'd be like me paying like $500 for Twitter. Would I do it? Yes.
Yeah.
And then but then I start thinking about the amount of power that comes with that, spending that percentage of your wealth. And then I think about having his wealth and the amount of shit I would do if I was really him. Man, they're lucky all he did was buy Twitter. I would buy pumpkin spice and turn it off.
Just the flavor?
All of it.
Just
The whole industry.
the concept
You
of
can't-
pumpkin
Everything ever
spice?
made of pumpkin spice.
Nothing can be this anymore.
White women named
get
Hannah will be
100
pissed.
Done. And then I'm coming for your avocados. I'm not fucking around. I could kill industries with $1 billion.
The word Baja gone.
None. What are you going
We're not playing with that shit
What are you
anymore.
going to attach fresh to now? Nothing.
From now on,
This
you're
is-
not allowed to put a jalapeno on something and call it Texas.
No, you know why? Because I bought all the jalapenos. You could just shut
Fuck you,
down.
Papa John.
The
Fuck
word
you.
Baja for Mexican food is like Mormons in Hawaiian culture. I feel like, you know what I mean? It's just like,
No,
all right. I felt like it was gonna work when I threw it out. Again, I scripted this 8 hours ago. I tried to work in the word Baja. Baja Blast was the first thing. I was like, I ordered some Baja Blast, but this came first.
I appreciate the self-awareness. We're about to get to know you guys. Doug, I'm going to come to you last.
Sure.
I'm going to start with Sam. Sam, introduce yourself to the fine people watching this show and just tell them who you are.
My name is Sam Damaris. I used to be a stand-up comic.
So far, so good.
Yeah. I have quit. This year I'm taking up a new job over the holidays. I'm going to start driving for Amazon.
Ooh.
Yes, and I'm going to load up the truck full of boxes and gifts. And when I see the address on the box, I'm going to go to that address. But that is not the box that will get at your door. Ooh. I'm just going to play Amazon roulette.
Sure.
And good luck to all of you. I plan on having this job for about like 2.5 days.
That's all you need.
Well, it's probably better than FedEx because they're picking up all kind of stuff.
What?
You don't know the 7-year-old girl kidnapped by a FedEx driver, right? You know it's been all
that's
over.
sort of like
I
a
forgot
side
you don't
hustle
go
movie.
outside or anything.
No,
but
wait,
yeah,
I've been locked inside for a long time. They kidnapped a
a
7...
FedEx driver
Just
kidnapped
not
a
a
7-year-old
specific
girl.
7-year-old, right? Just in
any
general.
7-year-old?
Yeah, just any that you
Just,
want.
Did he just...
No, well, he
Who's
kidnapped
coolest?
a specific one.
Oh, you're talking about
they
an
found
actual
her
article?
body. Yeah, this
Okay.
actually happened.
I just thought, like, what's fun?
like,
Well, wait, this goes past kidnapping now.
yeah.
You
Well,
took all the
I'm sure
fun out
there's
of
going
it.
to be a murder charge.
So see, what I done doesn't sound so bad now, does
This
it?
sounds pretty laid
You're
back.
doing gift roulette till the family gets a 7-year-old thrown over the fence. How long can you leave that in the yard? Here we go, Jerry Wayne.
Texas Rangers found out, bro.
Introduce yourself.
That was a pedophilic sandwich moan. That was from the diaphragm. Where's my turkey club? Connor, get in here. Where's my turkey club? Connor's the hottest.
Jerry Wayne, introduce yourself.
I'm 45 years old.
No Go ahead.
Yeah,
How old do you think he was?
older.
17, man. I was like, this kid's the coolest. Hopefully he'll get me on varsity this year.
Believe it or not, I used to make. I have no college education, and I used to make
Obviously, by the way, you said
$1
Jerry's
That's not college.
Jerry's letter jacket is in tow trucking.
Dude, freshman year. I was a 4-year tow trucker.
But I used to make $1 million decisions in the oil field for a living. But I've also
All
been fired
district
from a
and
job.
on or off.
I've also been fired from a job for asking a coworker to smell my belly button.
Wait.
Everybody's worked at a JCPenney.
I gotta know. Context. Male or female?
It doesn't
It
matter.
had to
Okay,
be-
but-
it had to be a female. Had to be a female.
Right, it's the difference.
That's not really important.
Here's the difference between getting punched and fired.
Sure.
I just thought it was funny. I was like,
Because I can tell you this.
Woo, that stinks. Hey, smell that.
It was minimum wage, right?
You asked me to smell your belly button, I'm not firing you. I can promise you.
I quit.
Belly button.
Can't wait to go back on the road.
Was this like a career job or a minimum
It
wage
was
job?
a job. It was a.
Damn, dude.
I'd be like, you can't fire him. I quit.
It sounded
Really
funny
a
at the
harder
time.
job for his coworkers.
For sure.
I thought me and my coworker had a better sense of humor than
Smells like Saturday night.
And no.
Turns out we weren't as good of friends as I thought we were.
Doug, have you ever been fired for asking someone to smell an orifice? Tell us who you are.
No, I've gotten fired for a lot of things, but smelling an orifice. Would it count? Do shoulder blades count as an orifice?
I like that
It's
word though.
Anything's a hole if you're brave enough.
I like your style. We need to hang out more.
That was so Beaumont. That was so.
That was also a friendship test and you failed.
No, damn it! I thought we were gonna be compadres forever.
We're never hanging out. This is the last time I'll ever see you.
No, I'm sure we'll be hitting
You're
on
trying to
girls with the same loobies.
Stick your dick in someone's back.
Shoulder blades, not back.
Where do you think they are?
There's a different
Introduce
crevice.
yourself.
How do you hit on girls at the Lubies? Hey,
Easy.
honey,
You send them
hey,
more
honey,
gravy.
Before 4.
Hey, honey, you want to earn
There you go.
$13 the hard way?
Yeah. No, dude, you just get the Luann platter and you send it right over. All right. So, my name's Doug Dalton. I've been doing stand-up for about 7 years. I would say that I've been taking it pretty seriously for most of that, like 6 years. I just recently had my first TV appearance for being attacked on stage, but it's one of 6 times I've been attacked on stage over the 7 years, and it's not because I'm structurally weak as a comedian.
That was my first. That was going to be
No.
my first. All right, we're going to
Something
break.
about my face says, you know,
fair one.
it
That's a
elicits.
fair
You're
one.
sure.
As someone who who without understanding attracts an abnormal amount of audience participation to their show.
If I saw either one of you at a Luby's,
'cause we're-
I'd want to fight you on site.
In a bath of Luby's made
Like
Jello.
I dropped my Luann platter. And swing.
You never drop a Luann platter. Let's get that
Bro,
straight.
that square fish is sacred. That is.
I will
don't you
say
dare.
that's a different vibe, like because we both look like douchebags. Okay, I think that's fair to say.
Every place to start. Yeah, totally.
No, I'm just saying. So
Agreed.
what? To your credit, what you're saying about like I feel like it's I don't know. I forgot completely where we were going. I
the
got
point
Grady.
I'm trying to make is punt.
Doug working hard on that repeat invite.
It's so weird.
I think it's fair to say we both look like douchebags.
not wrong.
No one ever charges a stage
got a
on
nice
me.
mouth.
I have no idea why. No one ever charges a stage on me.
No,
It's,
because you look like a fucking like Rocksteady from the Ninja Turtles.
You look like you want somebody to. It's the
I
problem.
do. I really do.
Yeah, you got the wrong kind of thickness.
It's a tangible
to rush.
feeling.
I weigh 165 and say terrible things. They're coming to the stage.
That's what I'm. Okay,
run
that's
into the
why
kitchen.
I brought it. That's why I said we both look like assholes. Have you been attacked more at all?
I've had
By a spider.
well, that's no longer.
And a cat.
Yes, 100%. I've had people come on stage. I've had people come on stage multiple times.
Is it mostly white women?
No, it's been dudes every time.
I get a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
women.
fine.
Women come to the stage, men come on stage.
I'll give you that, yeah.
And my methodology with all of them, you just got to keep a certain distance.
Sure, I'm not.
That's what
trying to
Doug
fight.
does. In the video, you watch him, he just sort of sideswipes the guy.
Bro, and there's
It's
no
slick as shit, though. It looks like you were doing some Jeet Kune Do or something.
Bro, when I put it in slow motion, it looks awesome. But like, from social media to social media, it completely like the comments completely change. Like on Facebook, they're like, "You're a piece of shit."
you just ninja this
and
guy.
It has a lot of views, and on YouTube, the exact same video, they're like, "You're a fucking hero, dude. Thank you for standing
It's
up
all
for free
percent.
speech."
People are so they see what they want to see.
Yeah,
they
dude, it's
come
wild.
in. You're either
What-
the
One guy was like, "I was in the crowd that night." He was clearly antagonizing the crowd. I was just like, "I know you weren't."
There were 8
fucking
people
way.
there.
Yeah, dude.
And I knew
It was-
6 of them.
And
It was a
I
poor
knew,
show.
I knew 7 of those comics.
Yes, they were all comic. That's such
fucking
bullshit.
absurd.
All right. That's our guest, Doug Dalton. Let's do a round of You Look Like, and then let's get into the games. I'm going to start with you, Doug. We'll come back around in reverse order.
All right.
How would you describe yourself?
I look like I deliver porn. Somebody told me that. They said, he's like, I don't even think it's magazines. I think you just knock and show people your phone. Like, you have to be cocky, right? You have 8 minutes. Finish wherever you'd like. The asshole is considered gratuity.
But the shoulder blade's not an orifice. You can do
Shoulder
whatever you
blades
want.
make me come, and if you want that, that's tight. That's real tight. Once I hit 30, people just started like openly telling me that shit. Like I was getting a haircut, some guy told me I looked like I couldn't read. He didn't toss me a book and ask me to prove it. He just said like something about my side profile. He's like, when they spin you in that chair, you look like you struggle with the letter R a little bit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
Wow,
The
The worst.
there's so many R's in 100. Here's
Were
a
you
20,
like,
fucker.
Were you
I
like,
gotta
will you
go.
leave me alone, Dad?
I wouldn't know if it was my dad or not. I'm just guessing. I call everybody dad at some point throughout the night, right, Pop?
See if they take responsibility.
I just need to learn how to play catch, and then I'll be all set. I also look like I deliver porn. I look like I sell drugs to kids and then arrest them for having drugs.
You do look like a cop who will
Yeah.
pull you over,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
give you the ticket, drive off with your license, pull you over to give you your license back, and give you a ticket for driving without a license.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
100%.
That's worth $30.
That's how you buy bleachers for the high school, son.
And that's where we play softball. I look like I coach a prison league softball team of only recovering pedophiles. I look like I'll transport those Mexicans for a fee.
Now you're stealing Jerry's.
Oh, I've been here. I look like, let's see.
He looks like he will. I look like I did.
Damn, dude, you do look like my boss.
He does look like your coyote understudy.
He's in training.
I look like a power forward in basketball before integration. Like right before they let blacks play, I was killing it, dude. I was an all-star, 18 points a game, getting my boards.
18.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Just a rational number. None of this 42 shit that these Jackie Robinson fellas are running around with.
So this is not only before the blacks came in, this is also before they raised the fucking.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
It was 8 feet then.
Basically, it was me and my two sons, Nathaniel and Goliath, and we were on our front porch.
And
I also look like I buy and sell children online. I'll get you a couple Connors. If you buy one Connor, I'll get you a second right now, cash.
You can get a Tanner, half price.
Connors, Tanners, they all smell good.
making it uncomfortable. Jerry Wayne?
I look like I fake my accent so my cousins don't call me gay.
But so the other ones will fuck it.
It's a nice divide.
I look like I wanted to storm the Capitol, but the McRib came back out that day. I look like I've been to jail at least once for a crime involving livestock. I look like I could give you directions to Alabama Coshada Casino easier than I could spell it. I don't look like I steal catalytic converters, but I do look like I know somebody that does.
But you do look like the guy you'd bring them to once you got them.
You look like you buy them when they're stolen.
You look like you fenced them.
Yeah. That's a good did you say fence them?
I did.
I love that terminology.
So good. Only criminals understand it.
Old school
Somebody
70s
watches
crime
TNT.
movies.
I might be your father. Sam! Sam Damaris.
I look like the guy who smuggles weed into Amsterdam. I look like I was raised in the low-income housing section of Wakanda.
The Hoovervilles.
They're the Woovervilles.
My family mined the vibranium. We didn't.
That's super fun.
Yeah.
We were like dragon keepers on Game of Thrones. We didn't fly them, but we kept them.
We were close enough to match.
I look like the uncle of every kid on NFL draft day who didn't get drafted, but his drunk uncle calls him and asks to borrow money anyway.
You still got $20 though, right? You still got $20. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, it's okay. You'll get him next time.
You get
You
them.
get him next time.
Let me hold $20.
These are
What do you mean Colorado wasn't interested?
our guests on the show. We got 2 games to play, and then we have some stories to get to, so we got to jump to it. Are you guys ready?
Hell yeah.
Let's do SNL hosts. This is one of my favorite games from the Is This Thing On era, and what we'd like to do, SNL is just they're gonna run through the hosts they always run through. They're gonna bring Chappelle in just long enough to piss somebody off twice a year. They got their tactics, but I believe that they've missed some people, and I want to allow you guys to give some monologues for some guests that never made it. So we're going to start with you, Jerry.
Okay.
I'd like you, if you don't mind, to show us what it might look like and this is a wonderful time of year for it, should Santa Claus...
That feels pointed.
I didn't give it to you on purpose.
Bro, that was so much more on point. I got Beetlejuice.
So let's see, Jerry Wayne Longmire, should Santa Claus host Saturday Night Live?
Hell yeah. When Lauren hit me up and asked me to host, I was excited because I only get to leave that frozen wasteland about once a year. Now, a lot of you look real surprised to find out I'm Southern, but I'm an obese, boot-wearing man who utilizes immigrant labor and livestock to do my job. Did you think I was from Connecticut? It's been a tough couple years, all the new electronics. I thought I was going to have to outsource to the Chinese a couple years ago, but thanks to the Protestants not believing in COVID and the rising popularity of Islam, it looks like we're going to be able to keep at it another couple hundred years if we can get the Catholics start wearing rubbers.
Jerry Wayne Longmire. This is Saturday Night Live. All right, we got more guests. Who's next? Let's do you, Doug. Now that you've divulged
Santa Claus.
your host, Santa Claus over here. But I feel like, and he's going to have a second movie coming out, so we might as well lean into it.
Did you know that that's a pun? Did you know it's called the Santa Claus? It's like a clause in a contract.
Yes, I did.
Scott Calvin fucking twisted it up. I was just trying to get back to that Santa Claus stuff.
Because you don't want to do Beetlejuice.
That's how Slade spelled it too.
I've got like
I'll put an E on it.
I've got a real bad rendition of.
So let me ask you this, Doug. You're younger than the rest of the group. Had you seen Beetlejuice prior to this show?
I saw it like when I like parts of it when I was a kid, so I kind of understood the reference. Like if you say it 3 times, but other than that, like I watched it today and I was like, this guy likes titties. He just likes to touch boobies. He's kind of a rapey guy, but.
Well, it's Saturday night. Welcome to your host, Beetlejuice.
All right.
You can mask almost all of this with that chuckle.
All right, this is my hold on. This is my first time hosting, and I was asked in 1988, but I was dead. keep pausing for laughter.
He wrote that down.
Oh, absolutely. Don't you hate when that happens? All right. Normally I'm the ghost with the most, but tonight I'll be the host with the most. This is a terrible.
Oh, you'll feel better shortly.
No. All right. My name is Beetlejuice. It's German originally. It's translated from insect Hebrews.
Oh, sweet Michael Keaton.
I'm doing a Mr. Mom. Michael Keaton, I think that's clear.
Just do the rest of this as
Batman. A little bit.
There's a little bit of Batman.
I'm so happy to be here.
Somebody give me something to play off. What's your best Beetlejuice? And I'll say my last 2 jokes. Ha! Is that it? Is it ha? Somebody's smoking. It's sort of like a kind of gravelly or Ace Ventura. I'm starting to find out. So my movie cannot be made today because it could be best described as a little rapey. And also, Alec Baldwin is not available. Did I already say the insect Hebrew thing?
You did.
How'd that one go?
It went,
all right.
It got 1 out of 3. I was
Is it
dead.
content?
I feel like. All right, Sam.
I feel like Grasshopper Jew would have worked better.
Sure. Let's save those for off camera because I want to write them down and pass them off as
Well,
mine.
this episode's never getting aired. Sam, you have been gifted. Oh, this is good.
You think so?
You would think so. You're about to prove me wrong.
I don't do impressions.
I know, which is why I gave you the most impressionable one of them all. Buddy Love.
But been played by 2 actors.
By 2 actors. Jerry, would you like to give us a little bit of background?
There's
Jerry Lewis
There's
and
the original Buddy Love.
Who
and
did
then
it?
Eddie Murphy.
There you go. So which one are you going to bring to us?
Oh,
Jerry Lewis, I hope.
I
Definitely
certainly
Jerry
hope
Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
hey, why ain't
I'm disappointed if it's the clump. All right,
Do
that's-
it Dean Martin style.
Nope, it is going to be Eddie Murphy. So it's all right, everybody. This is me, your Buddy Love. That's right. We're going to host SNL tonight. We got a great show lined up for you. We're going to be bad up in here.
Why does this sound racist and it's not?
I know.
Why does it sound like Sherman Clump?
Now, buddy, you promised you were going to be on your best behavior. Sherman, I didn't promise you a goddamn thing, okay? I think they asked me to host and not you. Buddy, I told them it was a package deal, and I've had this on my calendar for the past 3 months. Sherman, you and I both know the only calendar you give a damn about is Marie calendar. Now shut your ass up and let me do my thing. Okay, just don't embarrass us, buddy. Just don't embarrass us. Only thing embarrassing around here is you, Sherman. Just you. Now, as I was saying, our musical guest tonight is Taylor Swift, and boy, she is fine, ain't she? Now, buddy, that is no way to talk to a lady. Sherman, when was the last time you spoke to a lady? Anywhere, Sherman. And live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Oh, Sam Damaris.
Pretty good.
Pulling the rug
Pretty
out from
fucking
under us
great.
by tricking us, by telling us it was going to be horrible, and then winning 6 ear bars or whatever that is.
Ear bars.
It's elf bar.
Ear bars are the tastiest.
Whatever it is. You won 6 of them, and that put you in the lead by 3. So you did very well. You're in 4th place. Opening remarks is our next segment. Doug, you're in first.
There's no way that's possible.
I know.
What's the algorithm?
Actually, Grady is still in first.
Bro, he's currently rollerblading down Montrose
No
Boulevard.
doubt. He will be on America's Got Talent next season. Opening remarks. You guys, this is a fun game. I have given you all an acronymed organization.
Oh, yeah.
I have not told you what it stands for. I've only given you the letters, but I expect you to do a fundraising speech. I expect you to do a rip-roaring, rousing example of how to generate money for your organization and tell us what it is. And I'm going to start with you, Doug.
Did you pick our acronym, or were we supposed to keep? Just go ahead, and I'll.
Well, what do you have written down, and then I'll tell you what I picked for you.
For my letter, you gave me Baker.
You got Baker. So Doug will be raising money and presenting the heartwarming speech for the organization Baker, Baker.
Okay, so I'm here, like all of you are, in support of Baker, Boys Against Erect Reindeer. Sorry, Boys Against Kind of Erect Reindeer. And I think...
Wait, that's so much funny.
I know. Let me take it because that was planned-ish. Us at the Boys Against Kind of Erect Reindeer. I think we can all agree that you're sitting at home, and it's the holiday season. You're sitting at home, and no matter what kind of reindeer it is, it's got to be either fully erect or it's got to be not erect at all. And I think me and you guys on the email list for Boys against Kind of Erect Reindeer, we talked about, and did we bring muffins this time? Because I know there was supposed to be a snack this time. I know last time I was supposed to bring the snack, and this time I said I'd bring extra snacks. I did not, but I did bring angry hate towards erect reindeer.
That's very strong, and I hope you raised a lot of money. We'll be going over to Gaker after this to see what the girls think. Jerry, you're last. Sam, I have blessed you with the organization Clean. I don't know where we're going with this. No, I wasn't, but now it's just, anyway, coincidental. Clean, Clean. Please welcome keynote speaker Sam Damaris.
Welcome, everybody. I'm sure you're all wondering what you're doing here. We've kind of kept this on the hush-hush. Does everyone have their commercial driver's license?
Ooh.
Okay, good. What we do here is Clean is we're open-minded folks. We support a woman's right to choose, but here in our great state of Texas, we seem to be a little bit outnumbered. So what we are doing is we are organizing pro-life rallies in wonderful, beautiful locations such as South Padre Island and Corpus Christi, Texas. All travels are paid for, which is where you guys come in. You go to any one of your drop-off locations or your pickup locations, and you guys come and pull everyone on a bus. Free drinks, all the way down to whatever your locale of choice is. However, 20 minutes into the drive is when you guys pull over, and we board that bus full of dozens of parents and their hungry, screaming babies. And they never go to Padre. They never go to Corpus. No, instead, we drive around with them aimlessly for 6 to 8 hours listening to screaming, whining babies. I feel like we can get this pendulum to shift a little bit more in the pro-life direction.
Here.
Sorry, the pro-choice direction. Which is why... Which is why Clean stands for choose life, end abortion, not really. We used to be called Cleaner, but we decided to just hyphenate not really.
But the app should just be Cleanr.
Cleaner.
Jerry Wayne?
You look so evil when you looked at me just now. That was wild.
Well, because I so when I hand out the words, and this was not on purpose.
Disappointed.
Yet here we are. Jerry Wayne Longmire, the keynote speaker for Fried. Fried.
Well, we'd like to welcome you out to the 11th annual fundraiser for the Federation of Retired Illustrators of Erectile Dysfunction.
Nice.
All right.
None of them are reindeer.
We're trying to raise money. Me amongst others, we got a lot of expensive art loans that we need to pay off. And we didn't make enough money doing this. We need y'all to retch off in your pockets.
Wretch.
And really think about
What the fuck is the verb wretch?
retch. It's like retch off in your pocket.
You got to rich out. No, that didn't make it clearer.
You can't just
you ever-
use it in the same dumb sentence.
You ever retched up under a car? You ever retched up in your attic? You ever?
Carry on.
Are you saying wrench?
Forever wretched in the...
All I need y'all to do, look, me, myself, amongst the other artists, we have spent years doing this job, and now it's getting in the way of, we're traumatized. It's getting in the way of our artistic pursuits, because every time we try to do art now, it's got dicks in it, and you can't get to the Met drawing dicks, all right, unless you're an immigrant with a story. So... we need y'all to retch off in your pockets and think about every time you sat in a doctor's office with the most embarrassing problem in the world, and then you looked up and saw that poster with various peni and various degrees of hardness, and you suddenly felt not so alone, and you had an honest conversation with your doctor. Remember that when you retch off in your pocket for fried.
Which is FRIED, I got the ED part.
Wrench off for penile.
It's the Federation of Retired Illustrators of Erectile
There it is.
Dysfunction.
There it is. I feel like you've raised the most money, Jerry.
You're drawing erectile. Okay.
Jerry, you're ahead right now with 7 unerect penises. Sam, you're behind with 5. Doug, you've dropped down into 7th place with 2 hard penises. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's too hard.
We have 3 stories to go. Plenty of time for you to pull that together, Doug, because you're a baker. These are.
I am a boy.
These are our stories. I'll start with the one. Most of these are animal stories, except for this first one, who's a different kind of human animal. Let's see what this guy did. This gentleman, this seems uncomfortable. 60-year-old man allegedly had himself vaccinated against COVID-19. Totally fair. Dozens of times in Germany in order to sell forged vaccination cards with real vaccine batch numbers. That's an important thing. This man from the East Germany city of Magdeburg, whose name was not released because Germans are weird about that shit, has received up to 90 shots against COVID-19.
I bet it had a lot of K's in
it. I bet so too. 90 shots.
That's still not as many times as Lil Jon says it in that song.
He was caught at a vaccination center in Eilenberg and Saxony, 2 places that don't seem real, when he showed up for a COVID-19 shot for the 2nd day in a row. Damn. And they were like, hey, like, you look familiar.
He just wasn't even, no disguise or anything. He just came up and was like, I'll take another one.
Just give me another. It wasn't clear the impact of 90 shots on a human body. They're all different brands. Jesus.
He's had them all. This is like Western capitalism at its finest.
Isn't it?
Right. But that's never been well received in Germany historically.
And also, junkies are going to get the vax no matter what. So you could probably go to a new CVS in Germany every few days.
Did he start getting track marks?
I imagine that
they have to start like sticking them in between his fingers,
get him in his toes, and his eyeballs, and his
top of his ass cheek.
Come on, man, these veins.
Why are you taking your shoes off? It's a whole thing.
Be careful, baseball season starts soon.
He faces up to 20 years in prison. Oh no, that's a different.
No,
guy.
that's the other.
Totally different guy. That's
a totally different story. They don't tell you. Died from COVID.
Still got it.
Yeah.
that damn Omicron.
They get you with the variations.
I'm hoping he was like kind of. All Germans sound sexually explicit. You know what I mean? Everything sounds like they have a sexual secret.
Yes, it does.
And how bad do they suck that they're still dying from COVID?
The German? Yeah, dude, that's old
Texas
news,
had
man.
it like 2 months.
We're back to fucking DUIs, dude. Get it together, Autobahn.
Look at Doug picking up 1 point there. Moving into 6th place.
Dick.
6th place.
Or did I lose some erections?
That's perfect. And weirdly, those get the less
enhanced.
you have, the better you are.
Sure.
So
Okay.
you're up to 2 unerect peni.
My dad would be disappointed.
Peanut.
That's if you knew who he was.
It's like saying that word.
Round 2 of our final round. Here we go. It's a Thanksgiving-esque story. A flock of feathered hooligans, not people with feathers on, but birds.
About
They've
saying
been
Native Americans?
I know. They've been intimidating residents of Woburn, Massachusetts. It's a turkey, a bunch of turkeys. Their leader.
How far is Woburn from Boston?
I don't know, but I'm going to do it all in that fucking accent.
3 white N-words away.
It must be far away.
The 5 wild birds spent a lot of time in particular on the lawn of one woman, Megan Tolson, who gave Kevin his name. She characterizes him as the bad egg. She named this bird. She also named the other hens in the flock, Gladys, Esther, Monica, and Patricia.
It's the fucking Golden Girls?
I know. She says the women are more mellow and not so territorial, but he amps them up and gets them to chase people. She got to say it in her accent. The women are more... I can't do that dumb Boston accent.
It's like Charlie Manson turkey. It's like stirring shit up.
She says they don't let you out of their house. They're up at 6 a.m. in my lawn. They start chasing us, trying to pop tires. Jesus, what kind of beaks do these things have? They're acting out. They do what they do. They're doing it amongst themselves. A turkey expert, whose name I didn't write down, said that they'll begin to see you as subdominant to them, and he recommends carrying an umbrella to frighten off the birds.
No, you get a right. Have they not?
Fucking shotgun.
We celebrate eating these bastards every year. Do they not do that in Massachusetts? Massachusetts is the only place you can be bullied by somebody named Kevin. Fuck y'all. Fuck.
Dude, that is why I feel like if you're a turkey acting out, there's no difference between that and some white kid from Boston slamming a Red Bull and then saying the N-word.
Yeah, pretty much the exact same.
I can't imagine, there's...
Have you tried to eat them?
Yeah.
You can just shoot them right in
So
the
he
dumb
said,
face.
where's Woburn, Massachusetts? I'm like, somewhere where there are no poor people or black people.
Yeah.
Like,
Turkeys are like grade A eating. That's the first time. Bro, if a turkey walked down my street right now, I'd kill it.
Sometimes we eat an extra one around Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even just do it once
Have
a
you
year.
ever fucked around and had a non-holiday turkey?
Yes.
Just one like in July.
I smoked one
Just
because
to
I
have
was.
one.
I smoked one time because I was mad at Kevin.
Yeah.
I read this story. Went
Just
to HEB.
Just cut.
But how do you go at it with an umbrella? I like your reaction because your first reaction is I'm going to spray it with some buckshot.
Is it like peacocking?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
so picture that when a turkey gets mad, this is me totally.
We
guessing.
all get erect.
When a turkey, the boners aside, right?
Yeah,
That's,
boners
you
aside,
figure out how to
sure.
handle yours. I'll figure out how to handle
All right.
mine. But when the turkey gets mad, its tail goes.
I'm sure that's just the sound it makes.
That's 100% turkey sound. Man, make a better turkey sound.
No, that's not the sound the tail makes. That comes from that fucking hanging.
While they're
inside.
doing the tail, I know the tail doesn't go.
Were you wanting like
What, you want me to make feather sounds?
Sounds like we open umbrellas. Go,
Okay, well, I didn't know I was being
back
a
to
Foley
the
artist. I
umbrella?
was
That's
doing.
why you carry the umbrella so you can match.
that's
the
what he
sound.
said.
Yeah, but I was
I
gonna
just
go.
see somebody in Massachusetts opening like a rainbow umbrella and getting their ass kicked by a turkey.
By-
just like, oh no, he's
Some
he's still
mad
dominant.
straight
I bet you
Super dominant.
Kevin's 34 and still lives with his mom.
100%. That's
I
a,
bet Kevin says wicked.
that's a wicked piss of a turkey right there.
He just got his septum pierced.
He tries to pop your tires. Like,
That's
what about an overachieving motherfucker there?
if
While he's holding a PBR.
He's Jeremy Renner.
am I incorrect in thinking that turkeys can't pop car tires with their beaks?
That would be wild to see.
What
I
is the
feel
what
like
is the
that's a-
odds that that's possible?
I'd say 7.
You giving it 70%?
I mean,
Every
time-
seven,
every time
just
I've done it-
Seven, just
no
seven.
percentage.
7. Okay, that's better. 7.
Every time I've done it, I had to stick the pocket knife all the way in. You know,
It's harder
kinda
than you
twist it.
think.
Yeah.
You say 7. I say red.
It's a little
You say
effort.
pocket knife, and then you. What? They can't.
I say
pop
dinner.
They can't pop
The
car
Irish.
tires.
Is a turkey
Yeah.
beak 5 inches long? How?
I don't know.
It's like alligators can run 37 miles. Turkeys get up to they get to like 9 feet tall. Did you know that?
Wait, what?
Nuh-uh.
There's no 9-foot tall
no
turkey.
I swear to
tall
God.
turkey.
Look it up, Jamie.
Stop. That's. Wait, Doug, look me in the face and tell me there's a
There's
9-foot
a
turkey.
in my head. There's a
you
no.
haven't
I
researched
made that up. I made that fact.
I
up.
know you made it up, but he's
I would
looking
say
it
they'd
up.
Be 4 feet tall.
This
at
is the
tallest.
difference.
Say world's tallest turkey.
This is the problem with the world right now. You said 9-foot turkey. He didn't even run it through a filter. He just went straight to the
Just went
internet.
Straight to being.
I'm just gonna look this up so I can tell you. No, I'm telling you, there is no 9-foot turkey, and I'm saying that
Say
with no research.
History's biggest turkey.
The
not-
biggest turkey in history.
Not current
No,
world's
there's not even
biggest
some
turkey.
giant sloth
The
turkey.
biggest turkey in history killed a bunch of Armenians.
managed to
I
get
put
the,
in world's tallest turkey. They gave me the name of Sultan Kozan, an 8'2" guy from Turkey.
Yeah, and he runs a mall kiosk here in town.
you can smoke anywhere. All right,
Hey, bro, your shoes. Let me shine them up.
it's a helicopter.
These are flip flops, Umesh.
We have one story left before we go. Doug has moved into second place.
Okay, surprising
behind
again.
Sam, who's in eighth, and Jerry, who's in first.
John Benet Ramsey's not in first.
I just give it a minute.
The largest turkey on record was 37 pounds and stood 5 feet tall.
5 feet tall is pretty
I don't even
fucking
believe
good
that.
for life's sake.
5 is different than 9. 9.
That's like a short waitress at a Mexican
I'll
restaurant.
punch a 5-foot turkey in the mouth.
I'll fuck a 5-foot turkey up. If a turkey walks through my house and has to duck through the door,
Sure.
bro, you just own this house.
Yeah.
I just live somewhere else now.
He has
You
to
live
adjust
in
the
Second
seat,
Ward
the
now.
passenger seat in your car.
Yeah,
Who
absolutely.
was in here? A turkey.
Kevin,
Fucking Kevin putting the seat back all the time. Let's do one more shot before we get out of here. We got one more story. Hilla Felice running back a house. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Let's get this bottle of New Riff out of the way. Jerry, I'll pour you a little bit. We're probably going to have to switch over to something different. I'll switch it up a little bit.
You guys have any
One
martini and Rossi?
story left. Would you like some vermouth?
No, this is perfect.
This one has to do with a spider monkey. A woman,
Why?
a Texas woman. So this is close to home, gentlemen. I am going to get the God dog it. This isn't going to work.
I don't think was she a Texas
Yeah.
woman?
Well, it says a Texas woman. I'm just going to read it like I copied it. Has pled guilty to smuggling a spider monkey in a box that she alleged was carrying beer. It happened down at the border. March 21st. She was trying to enter the United States through the Gateway International Bridge in Brownsville, Texas. Doesn't make her Texan. You're still right. With the primate. Eagle-eyed officers at the border looked in the back. They saw a wooden box with holes inside her car. They said, hey, what's in there? She went, beer. And they went, well, that's probably not right. It's got holes punched in it. Let's just take a look. They opened it up. They found a live spider monkey. Asked her to pull over. She said no. She sped off. She ran a traffic signal. She almost hit a couple of other officers. They later found online ads for the sale of the spider monkey in advance with her phone number listed. She is now subjected to possibly 20 years in prison and $250,000 fine if convicted. Holy hell.
How much was she selling the monkey for?
Well, I'm guessing not $250,000.
And how much coke was in
I don't know
its
what a
ass?
monkey goes for.
That's what's funny. If there was a kilo in the monkey,
Yeah,
and
bro,
they just
I
sent
mean-
it to a Florida pet store.
She was 20 years old also, which is the more insane thing.
You gotta admire
I'd
the
like to
hustle.
change my you look like. I now look like the guy who smuggled a monkey into Texas.
I read the story, being Slade jacked about it a little bit, and I was like, you know who I feel bad for is the fucking monkey, right? Because this chick's getting 3 hots and a cots in a federal resort for the next 20 years, but
Sure.
the monkey got sent to an animal shelter in Florida.
right?
This son of a, you've never read anything positive about an animal in Florida. This son of a bitch dodging monitor lizards and pythons.
Well, I have plenty
and
of oranges to eat.
Floridians.
Tell me you don't want to see that Pixar movie about the Mexican spider monkey that got shipped off to a southern Florida pet store.
You can't talk to the Cubans because the dialect's all off.
Exactly. This is
It
Toy
stars
Story with
Enrique.
subtitles.
There's this junky monkey hanging out in alleys in Miami.
I'm just wondering.
Disney, let's do this.
They don't want us.
Epcot, let's get a little ride going.
Come on. I would
Get a little
totally-
buzz going.
The
before
junky
movie.
monkey, that's adorable.
Are you
I'm
kidding
in.
me? I would play this level
That's
of
going to
Kingdom
be a
Hearts.
Thanksgiving release. The junky
I
monkey.
think I just got a freckle.
a deep cut, a throwback, and an erection.
Just because the way Sam looked at me when I said junky monkey.
All of this somehow a callback to 2 weeks from now's episode. An amazing inverted reverse cowgirl you managed to pull off.
It actually sounds like a really shitty ice cream flavor.
Wait,
Junky monkey.
Florida spider monkey?
No, junky monkey.
Junkie monkey?
Yeah, those chips ain't what you think.
It sounds like the ice cream that had candy for eyes that broke your tooth.
That was anything.
That's
What was that called?
it's spider
Clown
The
Pop.
Daltons have notoriously soft teeth.
All that monkey did wrong was trust a Latina. And that's worked out bad for some people, you know?
He said he was
But
going to take
get
me
his
to the
car
show.
keyed. He got sent to Florida for 25 years.
Jerry coming in first with
Bro.
8 freckles.
I want to know what this fucking super charismatic boyfriend told this girl. Like, what he's like, babe, I love you for real. And like, at what point could he convince her to take a monkey across?
Now,
And
let me
use
ask.
their own phone number to sell it.
Hang on, let me ask
Do
you
you
this.
have a line? Because I'll write it
I
down.
I know exactly what happened.
What happened?
The car behind her was the boyfriend with all the cocaine.
Perfect distraction.
Okay, I'm gonna send you through with the monkey, and then when they're all caught up in the monkey business,
And like the
monkey
monkey's gonna be
business.
going wild and shit, and then
Okay,
I'll just
but
drive
Was
through.
there a meeting? It's like, this is Operation Monkey Business.
make sure you don't put air holes. Make sure you don't put air holes in the cocaine box.
Oh,
That's how he.
Monkey holes in the air box.
he pulled in right behind her with the same box full of beer, and they're like, "What's back there?" And he was like, "Hey, monkeys." They're like, "Very funny. Go on through."
You crazy dude? Go through. Some
But to be honest,
bitches.
if you were in Mexico and someone handed you a spider monkey and said, "I'll give you $20,000 to take this spider monkey to America," do you Google the punishment or do you just take the $20K?
I take the 20.
You start poking holes in a Coors
Sure.
Light box, bro.
I'm in America. You don't know that I didn't go into Mexico with this monkey.
You can get pretty cheap monkeys in Sugarland, though. So I don't know that it's necessary to go
That's been
overseas.
historical.
Sure, yeah, that's a historical
you who
fact
didn't
of
know.
Sugarland is the monkeys.
That is our episode. Doug, how can everyone find you on social media?
I'm at Doug Dalton Comedy on Facebook and Instagram, Dalton Comedy on Twitter, and if it's okay, I'd like to plug a show I've got at the Improv on February 1st, 7 p.m. It's going to be sort of a crowd work and stand-up comedy show where I make fun of the crowd. It's going to be completely uncensored. We consider it a safe place from safe places. It's called Unsafe Spaces, so if you're offended, just
Don't go.
Just suck our dicks.
I saw the flyer. The flyer looks amazing.
The flyer
bro.
looks good.
I'm
I was,
excited about it. I think
yeah.
it's gonna
It's
look really
That's
good.
a wonderful-
And I've got a great lineup. I've got
fun
a couple great Houston guys, and then a guy from Austin
Yeah,
or
what great
Detroit,
Houston
Marcus
guys do you
Olin.
have on it?
Suntran and Andy Huggins. They're not.
that's
Oh,
on
they'll
the
do
bus.
great at crowd
Yeah.
work. Those, I think the two
No.
of them despise crowd work more than anyone.
You know what Andy
It sounds
told?
like you're
those two-
punishing son
Andy
in
told
there.
me early into comedy. I was like 6 months in, and I was,
This
dude.
made
I
me
was
laugh
like, I
so
was
hard.
like, hey, you know, I'm worried that I might just be a crowd work comic. Do people eventually figure out material? And he like sits there and thinks for a second. He's like, no. and then I find out he did crowd work later.
Yes.
He was just being a little bitch.
He's good at it. He just hates it. It's,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's great at it. But yeah, it's gonna be the comics doing crowd work. I'm gonna roast y'all. You might have a chance to get on stage and tell a joke, or I might make fun of you, whatever. But the comics will be telling their jokes. It'll be a great time. Wednesday,
Wonderful.
February 1st.
Sounds very, very good. The Improv, always a good place to see a show. Doug Dalton, our guest, will have you back on the show.
Appreciate
Jerry
you.
Wayne Longmire, Sam Damaris, any parting thoughts before we get out of here?
No.
It's
I made it.
We all you did. You
Yeah.
survived.
You had
You've
to run
had
to the
stuff
shitter,
going on
you've
all
been
day.
all right.
You didn't die. We made it through December, which means we've made it through 2022.
Oh, well, y'all don't care, but I'm gonna be in Jackson, Tennessee for New Year's Eve.
So anyway, the episode is the point. I'm off. This is my Jerry Wayne Longmire in Jackson, Tennessee. Hilla Felice, thank you so much, Arma Hilla, for coming in and pulling double duty for us on an emergency basis. We'll see you guys on another episode soon. We have another guest. Will Loden will be on the second episode of this month. So I encourage you guys to stick around and watch what we're up to. Share this if you like it. Hit subscribe if you love it. And we raise our glasses. Thank you all for everything you've sent us. And cheers to another episode.